trying to find that. I have a horizontal. We will solve for the vertical, and then once we get that done, we'll solve for that angle. Alright, I know my horizontal velocity because they gave it to me of 26 meters per second. Now it's time to get my vertical. And 0 is my initial. Again, I can play this game where we put the negative in there. Again, we already drew that line down. From an earlier problem, we found out it was in the air for 5.5 seconds. So 9.8 times 5.5 is 53.9 meters per second. But it would be negative. We already have the negative with a down vector, but that's okay. Now I have to a squared b squared equals c squared. So this is going to be 53.9 plus 26. Whoops, we don't need all that. These are squared though, equals c squared. And let me punch that in my calculator. Square root my answer. And I get 59.8 meters per second. So that's what the velocity is. It's the magnitude when you start throwing that number around, or that word, 59.8 meters per second. Guess what we need to do next? The angle. Let's go tangent of the angle equals opposite, which is 53.9 meters per second, divided by 26 meters per second. Meters per second is bye-bye. Angle is inverse tan of 53.9 divided by 26. And when I throw that in my calculator, divided by 26, I get an angle of 64.2 degrees. So, when you give your answer, it should be something along the lines of, the velocity was 59.8 meters per second at an angle of 64.2 degrees to the horizontal. Woo woo, woo woo.